Flicks don't just have names, they have IDs, right? It would be cool if somehow that ID were reflected in the DOM as well. We don't need to display it. It doesn't mean anything to the user. But what if we did have the same name in there twice? What if this is an Alfred Hitchcock list? He remade his own movie. Used the same title. Not the only one to do that either. So let's put the ID in the DOM somewhere. But where? So we could give the LI, because it's the LI that represents the flick, right? We could give the LI an actual ID. Now, according to the rules, IDs should not begin with a number. They need to begin with a letter. So you could say like flick4 or whatever. But that's not what I want to do. I want to take advantage of another new feature in HTML5, data attributes. So what that does is allow us to put basically any attribute we want, as long as it begins with data hyphen. I'll show you what I mean. So let's look at old form here. Let's just stick data dash lunch equals, what did you have for lunch today, Nick? Same as breakfast yesterday? See, I care about my students. I remember what he had for breakfast yesterday. Now, how can I get to that with JavaScript? First of all, let's get the form. We learned a trick yesterday. Find it in the inspector over here. There's my form. And when you're inspecting it, it sets it to $0, so I can get my form with $0 over here. So there it is, data lunch rice. So $0 dot data, data set. That looks interesting. It's a DOM string map. Lunch, rice. Check it out. It's an object-y thing. It's not just a simple object, apparently. But I could say $0.dataset.lunch. Sure can. Can I say $0.dataset, make up something new? Dinner. What's cooking tonight, Serena? Twammiches. Now let's look at our form. There it is. Data dash dinner. Twammiches. Cool. So are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. When we build this list item, we set its text content. Let's also store the ID in the data set. I'll put it on the line above. Why not? Item.dataset.id equals what? Luckily, we passed in the whole darn flick here, right? This isn't just the name. So we could say flick.id. Ought to work, right? Refresh. The rock. Bad boys. Bad boys too. Let's inspect one of these. There it is. Data ID equals 3. Cool. I like it. Let's commit. Add the ID, the flick ID, to the list items data set.